Congrats on this. This is so wonderful in so many ways, and you two are so amazing in this. Without giving too much away, there's such a wonderful catharsis when you're up there singing Jamie and doing Everlasting Love, and everyone in that room is just so joyful. If you could just put into words what that was like and how cathartic that was for you as actors.
It feels like a release anyway, and it comes at a time in the film where you really want it. You feel like you've really earned it, and similarly in the for us and where the characters are, that they need that joyous release of all the pain that they've gone through. We were terrified because we had dance moves going on. I did recorded a vocal after, thankfully, but I'm lip syncing on the day, and also just making sure this connection comes across, and that we see it through Buddy's eyes of his parents, like really, like he's never seen his parents be with each other in that way and show so much love to each other, but it was a really fun day, and Caitriona just made it so easy, and we were so bonded by the whole rehearsal of that day that I think we're just happy to be finally doing it and getting it done.
I think also up until that point we had been filming a lot, just the sort of nuclear family, so our days had been quite small and set, just in terms of the amount of people around. That was the first day we had like everybody together, and I think initially we were all like, we're going to have that many people under one roof in COVID, and then it was like, oh wow, we actually haven't been around that many people for months and months and months, so it had such a party atmosphere, and everybody was just so happy to be there. It was great. Your
partnership and your relationship is so believable, especially on those days where there are more emotional scenes and you guys are maybe fighting about something domestic. You just put into words what those days were like.
They're so fun, those days, aren't they? I mean, if you've got someone to play with who's approaching it in the same way, who's as up for it, who is as connected to her character as you want them to be and as prepared as you think you are, then that's why we do it. Like that's such amazing crack to be able to go into those scenes knowing that you're just going to play, like when the big fight where we have and you're throwing stuff at me. I mean, you're chomping at the bit to start those, and I feel like so much of that scene particularly, and even the movement of it and stuff can let us find ourselves, and then he'd come in and very gently guide you here and there, but for the most part, we felt that we sort of had ownership of what to do there, and luckily we were aligned with it, and it was so fun,
Just put into words how familiar, how personal these characters were to you right from the start that made this so, and I wouldn't say easy, but made this such a special film to be part of.
I recognize so much of my own father, his father, uncles, family, friends, like so many people from my own personal life, I recognize in the character I was playing. That's very rare that happens, it's a luxury of where I was born and getting the script, and as a result, it means so much to you. This is a movie on the town that I'm from, the city that I'm from, and it felt important to be able to tell this story and show it through a different lens, because I'll probably never do anything so personal again.
I mean, when I read the scripts, Ma and everyone, they just felt very familiar. I'm not from Belfast, but I'm from not very far from there, and I think there's a through line of Irish mothers and their ferocity and their capacity to to give you a scalp around the ear, but like hug you so tight that you might pass out as well. So it just felt like such a privilege to play something that, I don't know, just resonated so personally with me, and I hadn't had that opportunity before, and it was a great chance.
People are saying such wonderful things about your performances and about everyone involved. What does that mean to you both now when you're hearing things like Oscar and awards buzz?
It's hard to not hear it because of things like you telling us, other journalists telling us, and you're not blind to it. But for us, I think it is about enjoying the work, and making sure that that's where we put all our energy into. And you know, if it's received well, that's great. And if there's stuff beyond it just being publicly received well, then that's great too. But like also it's all a bit arbitrary and kind of hard to, like, you know, hard to put too much emphasis on or thought into, because it's not like a real thing, you know. It's just like talk and noise, and as it's great, sure, but I think we'll just keep, you know, trying to remember the work we put in and how much we got out of that.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.